Angelic as I am in petticoats, preparing for the day, am not so good when clothed in finery to greet Esther, my new daughter, introduce her to the fripperies of Harrogate. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, Ladies' Day. Her fingers seem limp in their gloves, her eyes blunt. I suggest a daily spa ticket, starting with a Pete Moore bath electric, an intestinal immersion at 3, then the liver pack with needles, apparently an effective diuretic for those unable to cry. Outside the pump room, my wings flattened within my corset's bones, I pour water from cup to cup, spilling drip by drip iron chloride for her initiation. I raise the cups in the sunshine, pray for a rainbow or a flood.
This next poem is set round about the same time as Sarah's, and it's about a great aunt of mine whom I never met. It's set on the River Humber, and this great aunt married a Humber pilot, supposedly the most dangerous job in the whole world, because the pilot working on a river has to transfer from his own small riverboat onto the big boat that he's going to drive in up the river. And it's actually getting more dangerous, of course, because modern container ships are immensely high. And it's like jumping from a car and scaling up the side of a tower block. The river pilot's wife. Come up the embankment. This is where she would have watched for ships that flew a pilot's flag. Look, back there, that's Reed's Island, where he'd show her the mandarin duck's nest. Every spring, as long as she can remember, lifting her to the bank to keep her skirts dry, bending the reeds for her to see. She always knew she would marry Isaac. Her girl's pride, whenever she picked out a white and red flag on a ship in Brough Roads. She was 15 when he kissed her. Imagine her 2 months married and walking up here as if to meet him. She can count on one hand the nights he has spent in her bed. Just before dusk, like now, she hears the whistles and groans of waders among the sky pools and purple shadows on the mud flats. And she hears again his mother's warnings, truant on that craft in the creek, never a dry garment on him, out all day and out all night. His own stories of current and tide, captains looking out for him, and that leap from the deck, in the wind, in the dark, that leap. She knows her own nights and days governed by moons, her own tide turned, that flood of expectation now ebb and the fear of loss. And as she stares into the night, every star and its reflection is signalling demands for a pilot to come on board. This next